might be the kind of person to find yourself on a random scrolling session at random points throughout your day without even realizing when you started or like how you started, and then getting annoyed at the content that you see and how people react to it. Maybe you can hear yourself in this description. I know this happens to me at least. So basically I started thinking, what are some ways I could minimize the damage that these sessions do to me? I mean, it's one thing to like regulate your habits to like not to doom scroll all the time, but I mean, that's not how I am. I like doom scroll. I like it, but also it annoys me. It annoys the fuck out of me. So I wanted to minimize the annoyance. So that's what this video is about, how to like maintain your sanity when you decide to do it. So yeah, like this video is mainly about like TikTok or shorts or reels, anything. But I guess some aspects that I'm about to talk about can apply to other forms of social media as well. Basically stuff that has like algorithm-based feeds. Okay, so basically I guess the first thing you should be mindful of is like, are you choosing to go on a scrolling session, or is it just muscle memory basically, or like in an idle moment, you're like waiting for a bus or something, or in an elevator, you're on the toilet, anything like, or are you like actually being like, hey, I want to see what's going on Instagram right now? There is a very big difference, like they are like different states of mind totally. So I guess the first step is to be aware of this. So when you know you're just doing it for stimulating yourself randomly, it is beneficial to create sort of distance from the content you're being fed, unless you're using something like a subscriptions tab or like a feed that you curated yourself. That's a different story. But if you're just using like a For You page or a recommended page or something like this, it's not a good starting point for any discussions to be had, because critical thinking is like way more difficult when everything that you're being served has survived the filters of the algorithm. So basically anything that pulls people in within the first 2 seconds has survived, because the filters are engineered to keep only the content that evokes some sort of emotional reaction or intrigue, which like requires heavy dumbing down to be prioritized by the creators. In the first second, and it understands exactly what this video is going to be about, what is going to be happening. Do you want to find out what's happening next? And while it's a good practice as a creator to like know how to do this, like it's often just engineered to trigger some emotional reaction instead of intellectual reaction, you know, which makes people just want to give the video a chance instead of actually being engaged with the topic at hand, which makes it a good place to go when you're just looking for empty stimuli, which is why these types of videos hook people, because everybody's just passively scrolling without wanting to use their brains. So basically you don't need to do anything yourself, like the content just does everything for you, and that's the point of like passive scrolling. Okay, so now on the second part, comments, the most disgusting part. If you don't have the habit of opening comments on videos, that's good for you. You have an advantage when it comes to like the level of drainage the scroll session causes on you. But if you're like me and you do tend to open the comments, there are some guidelines I've put together that you can follow. So basically it's about engagement bait, you know, like because I'm pretty sure the algorithm like chooses the types of comments to show to you first that will like keep you hooked longer, engaging with the platform. Usually what I see on TikTok, for example, is like there's the most popular comments that have like 10k likes are like almost at the top, but above this are like the polarizing comments that make me like angry or baffled, with a little amount of likes, like 30 likes, but it's pushed to the top just because the algorithm knows this type of comment is like engaging me specifically, because that's usually the types of comments I spend most time like hovering over. Like, I don't know how it works exactly, but this is the impression I've gotten. Like, why do these comments get served to me first instead of the top liked comments, you know? So usually it's like some sort of rage bait or engagement bait. So like this is my first rule, is to like spot the engagement bait, you know? Like some people just make like claims or reactions to videos that are like kind of dumb, but you can usually tell that you're dealing with exactly this kind of comment when you see it has like 500 replies to like a simple statement, you know? It's when you open the chain of replies, there's just gonna be people like disagreeing with that, and then other guys agreeing with the OP, and then like a bunch of insulting happens, and then they're just talking about Jesus or something, or like it goes totally off topic eventually. So yeah, you won't find a lot of like value for your time in these like comment reply chain. You might want to like add your likes to the opinion you agree with to like ratio the dumb people. But is that really worth your time is the question. But the thing is, you know that these types of comments are coming when you're already watching the video. You might already know exactly what is going to be happening in the comments, because short form content in this age is like very like surface level reaction based, and you will be seeing those surface level reactions and like dumbassery in the comments, because people want to type out everything that like pops into their brain like first thought, instead of like actually thinking about, hey, why am I thinking this? They're like, oh, a monkey brain gotta type. And it's like, man, I don't understand like instant commenter. You get like a 30-second video, then you're commenting on like the 5th second. Like, what the fuck? Like, watch the video. It's not that long. Seriously, like, I have a bad attention span, but some people are like actually cooked, you know? So anything with like any kind of political subjectiveness, you know, already know it will be a battleground in the comments, unless like you engage a lot with like either side or farther side of like the political spectrum. Then I guess your algorithm will be more of an echo chamber type of thing. So yeah, I mean, also another thing to think about while you're watching the video is like, what is the target audience for this video? Is it like adults or children? Is it men, women? What type of group of people is it aimed at? Did the algorithm push it to those people, or like are you seeing like some I don't know, like some woke videos on like your conservative feed, or vice versa? Like do you usually get served this type of video with this type of opinions, or no? The reception in the comments will be corresponding. Like if it's like children, it will be like more reactions. If it's more adults, it will be like maybe discussion with more substance, a little bit more, I mean, being an adult doesn't mean you have the capability for productive discussion, of course. But yeah, just think about that. So next thing, hooks are designed to be like hyperbolic and attention grabbing. It's just like the meta of content creation these days. So you should be aware of this while browsing. Like, yeah, maybe it does trigger like some interest in your brain, but know that it's meant to do this. And like the creators aren't always going to be like following through on the value they're like promising you. Some creators will just want to farm your attention for their own gain. If you're somebody that reads comments, like you should be aware that a lot of people are like kind of simply put dumb, like don't like using their brain, or like thinking too many thoughts. It's like, it's not that deep, bro. Yeah, maybe it is that deep. You just don't like to use your brain. The it's not that deep mentality is widespread these days, and like anti-intellectualism is on the go a lot because of the passive scrolling and like emotional reaction hooks and videos like that, which is why I'm making this video again, because like I see this so much. I mean, I'm not saying I'm immune to like the hooks and the intrigue of what people promise, you know, but it's just useful to be like aware of what's happening, so you can like distance yourself a bit more from it. Because when you zoom out, you're just on a passive scroll while in the toilet on your lunch break or something. I don't know, like you're just not meant to be there. Basically, you're engineered to be there when you're not supposed to be. Just fill the silence with like this noise, you know, and then this is the type of engagement that happens with this type of content, like very surface level reactionary engagement in the comments on very surface level reactionary like content usually. So don't go looking for like actual discussion there, basically, because even if a video has like some sort of substance and requires like some heavier engagement with your brain with the video, people might just still not choose to listen to what the creator is saying and just give the emotional reaction to it instead of like actually hearing what is being said in the video. Okay, so next rule is simple. The most simple to follow, like people that don't have a username, like user 5678554 with no profile picture, just they don't count. What they say has no value, completely dismiss them. It's just a rule I follow. Like you don't even take the time to like put a profile pic or a username or anything like that, and you think your opinion matters. Basically, anonymous comments, maybe some will say that it brings out like the truth in people, but if the truth is just surface level reactionary dumbassery, then like, is that really you might want to take a look in the mirror, you know. Old rule was people with anime profile pictures don't count, but hey, anime profile pic, the crowd is like diverse. So yeah, basically that's kind of all my guidelines. If you don't open comments, like half of this video doesn't apply to you. I don't know how some people don't open the comments though. That's like half the fun to me. Like, I mean, it's usually not fun. It's like hurts my brain, hurts my head, and makes my mood worse. So I should stop. You know, like that's maybe that's another rule I should add. Don't open the comments. Like when you're watching like something that has like something that might be polarizing to people, you know, like you don't need to open the comments. You know, it's gonna be a battleground anyways. But yeah, that's my little guide for y'all today. Maybe it helps some of you like stay sane in your daily life a little bit more. Of course, it's easier to say these things than to do them, but I've tried implementing some of it, and like yeah, I would say that my doom scrolling sessions have become like what 30% less draining as a result, and I find more fun in it this way. So yeah, enjoy the dopamine traps, and yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.
Check out my SoundCloud.